gentlemen, my name is Waylon Smithers, your MWS Revolution News reporter, and welcome to the very first episode of the Waylon Smithers Show. And I've got a very special guest with me. He is the former owner of ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling. He is formerly known as Paul E. Dangerously. He's also the current advocate to WWE's Universal Championship, being Brock Lesnar, ladies, and also he's a former agent advocate here in the MWS Revolution. Please welcome my special guest, Paul Heyman. Welcome to the show, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Heyman. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Mr. Waylon Smithers. You're welcome, Mr. Paul Heyman. Now, how have you been, Paul Heyman? Oh, I've been doing good. I've been taking care of business and stuff. You know, as you can see, I've been on WWE. We see being the advocate of the next of Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate. And how has it been going for you, Mr. Paul Heyman? It's been going very well, you know. But the question is where have you been? We seen the MWS Revolution. Or the last time I saw you, you were like the wing announcer here in the MWS Revolution. How's that been going? It's been going good. It feels always good to be a ring announcer. No, it's fun and entertaining. I see you. Also, who do you plan on being the agent advocate next year in the MWS Revolution? I don't know. You know, that's a good question, Mr. Smithers. I mean, I've been doing a lot of scouting here in the MWS Revolution. And there's been a lot of MWS superstars who I have my eye on to manage. Would the Agents Incorporated be one of them? Not really. I mean, I wouldn't mind managing them, but the way they've been acting, you know, Scott Casey Gale constantly repeated himself over and over and Soap Opera Night, like him and Soap Opera Night, you know, Soap Opera Night spanking guys and making them senators. That was a little bit weird for me. You know, it's catchy, but it's a little bit weird. Now, what do you think of General Jerry as the owner and chairman of the MWS Revolution? What do I think of General Jerry? You know, I didn't expect him to become the owner. It's different. It's different, but you know, it's kind of weird if you ask me that General Jerry is the MWS Revolution owner and chairman. I don't know how long that is going to last. But, you know, it's pretty interesting. Do you think that General Jerry has been doing a good job? I wouldn't say he's doing the best job. I mean, he just recently became owner, like last month when he cheated to beat Jack Harvey. I mean, it's very interesting to see where this goes, to see how he does. Seems like he's been favoring the Agents Incorporated a lot. You know, doing things for them. Now, speaking of the Agents Incorporated, what do you think? So do you think General Jerry is doing a good job as the Intercontinental Champion? Well, he said he's going to defend it on a regular basis on MWS Revolution Impact and pay-per-views. So I would say he's doing a okay job. And what do you think of Dallas Kellerman as the MWS World Heavyweight Champion? Gotta say, he's a very unpredictable champion. You never know what Dallas is gonna say or do. I mean, he's taking it to a whole new level, you know? You gotta give the guy credit, you gotta give the guy respect. He's the type of guy in the Agents Incorporated that's not afraid to back up his own word, Mr. Smith. That is, if he says he's gonna do it, he's going to do it. And also, what are your thoughts on the relationship between Scott Casey Gale and So Upnight, which was, well, to me, Scott Casey Gale and So Upnight need to come out of the closet already. I mean, they need to admit that they actually have true romantic feelings for each other. As it was revealed by Team C that So Upnight did indeed propose to Scott Casey Gale. The wedding is happening the day after the Revolution should chamber pay-per-view. I mean, I don't know why they won't admit it. You know, it's already been revealed by Team C, Mr. Smith, so I don't know. It's strange, but it's 2019. I mean, they've been revealed. It's been revealed that they actually are getting married. I mean, my advice to them, if I were their agent, I would say, stop being in closet homosexual, stop denying it, and actually have the balls to admit that the two of you have romantic feelings for each other. I mean, nobody in the NWS Revolution is prejudiced against homosexuals. Nobody, I mean, the board of directors aren't prejudiced against it, which I happen to be a part of. I mean, we're not against it, Scott Casey Gale and so well, but I just have the balls to come out and admit it. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know who gave Waylon Smithers the information, it was me, Paul Heyman. I gave the information to Team Z, and I gave the information to Waylon Smithers. Now, what do you think of the Aces brothers? Ian Cleanan and Jack Harvey. Ooh, Aces brothers, those guys are definitely future world tag team champions, and those guys have the it factor. Those guys are very unpredictable. And they're facing Scott Casey Gale and Jerry in a King of Insanity match. Gotta say, it's gonna be one hell of a brutal, bloody match. If you watch ICW, then you'll know what a King of Insanity match is. We've had several here in the MWS Revolution. I gotta say, never doubt the Aces brothers. That is a big no-no. It seems Scott Casey Gale, General Jerry think they got it all easy. They think it's a cakewalk, but it's no cakewalk. Stepping into the King of Insanity match, Scott Casey Gale and General Jerry, if they truly think they can get past the Aces brothers, then they better do a lot of training and they better have their game faces on. Because as of right now, the odds seem to be in the favor of the Aces brothers, Mr. Smithers. And the Aces brothers are undefeated when it comes to King of Insanity matches. So Scott Casey Gale and General J, we think they can actually beat him, then they better have all the confidence in the world. And they better do it without cheating, you know. Otherwise, it's not gonna end good for Scott Casey Gale and General Jerry. But that's my take on it. And also, Scott Casey Gale has said he's going to defend his Universal Championship at Revolution Chamber. So Scott Casey Gale is doing double duty, yes. He said he's going to defend against Mike, the ex-murderer. Wow. Scott Casey Gale doing double duty. But the question is, Paul Heyman, will Scott Casey Gale even make it to a Universal Championship match? Well, it all depends. I mean, is he defending it on the opening show, or is he defending it after the King of Insanity match? From what I heard, from what I looked at the match card, he's actually defending it at the opening show. Well, see, Mike the Ex-Murder, he hasn't been winning a lot of matches lately. He's been jobbing out. In my opinion, Mike the Ex-Murder needs to get his confidence and back together. He needs to get his game face on. He needs to do a lot of training because if he truly wants to be Mike the Ex-Murder, a dominant wrestler, he needs to get all that back. Otherwise, it's going to be a cakewalk for Scott Casey Gale Esquire. Gale. I mean, it's going to be an easy win for Scott Casey Gale Esquire. What my advice to Mike the Axe Murder is, he should quit whining and bitching and complaining, and actually do something about it. See, that's the thing with Mike the Axe Murder and his brother Michael Scott Murder. All they ever do is complain and whine, and people and the fans are getting sick of it. If they truly want to get the fans' respect back, they gotta change their attitude. They gotta prove that they are deserving of, like they say they are. Otherwise, it's not gonna end well for them. Also, will Cody Mercer ever make his return? Cody Mercer, well, he does plan on returning here in the MWS Revolution, Mr. Smithers, and I've spoken with Cody Mercer on many occasions, and the reason he hasn't returned Scott Casey Esquire's calls is because Scott Casey Gale Esquire has been a total dickhead to him. He's been totally disrespectful. I mean, Cody Mercer thought that he would form an alliance with Scott Casey Gale Esquire so overnight, but they recently turned their backs to them, and from what I've heard, I've spoken with Cody Mercer, who's been doing a lot of training. The word is he is expected to return sometime before Revolution Mania, and he is not in a very good mood, and he's got some words to say to Scott Casey Gale Esquire in his environmentalist ways. And he is pissed off with Scott Casey Gale Esquire so up in General Jerry and Dallas County, the Agents Incorporated. They better be on the lookout. Also, what do you think of King Cody Bernard? Yeah, to me he's a suck up. He's definitely the personal interviewer for the Agents Incorporated, and apparently he's going to be the best man to Scott Casey Gale and Sir Rob Knight in their wedding next week. You know, I'm not surprised that Cody Bernard would offer to be their best man, because he usually hangs out with people like that. So he fits right in with the Agents Incorporated. And yeah, what do you think is gonna happen in the wedding? Well, I could see Scott Casey Gale and Sir Robin. They are actually gonna. Do I really gotta talk about this? They actually are going to kiss, but if they think it's just gonna be an easy wedding, then let's just say I would bet $1 billion that some sort of surprise and chaos happens after they get married, because they're planning a wedding reception. And you know, whenever there's a weddings and wrestling or wedding receptions, you know something crazy is going to happen. So I could see something being crazy happening here in the MWS Revolution, Mr. Smithers. And it's going to get people talking. Now, do you think that Scott Casey Gale is going to admit the rumors being true about him and Robin Knight being a romantic, loving couple? Knowing Scott Casey Gale, Esquire, and Sir Robin Knight, probably not. I wouldn't be too surprised. They're probably going to make up the excuse that they're clones, or they hire actors to dress up as them. Because the thing is, because ever since Scott Casey Gale dropped school to St. Louis and became Scott Casey Gale Esquire, he has been a totally different person. He's been an annoying, mind-controlling freak. That's not good for him. And the thing is, Mr. Smithers, though I wouldn't be too surprised if they denied. General Jerry says Scott Casey Gale is a legend. Interesting. Anyway, shout out to the 2 viewers that are watching. Speaking of, on the next episode, in just about a couple of minutes, Waylon Smithers, am going to be interviewing the MWS Universal Champion Scott Casey Gale Esquire, and I'm going to try to get him to admit that those rumors are true about him and Robin Knight getting married. Well, it's definitely true. It's been TMZ. As a matter of fact, it's in the newspaper already, Mr. Smithers. Like I said, none of us had the board of directors are prejudiced against Scott Casey Gale and Sir Robin Knight. We're not prejudiced against homosexuals or lesbians or any of them kind. We are all for it. I mean, gotta say, it's gonna be very interesting. So you're gonna be interviewing Scott Casey Gale Esquire, Mr. Smithers. I'll be keeping a very close eye, and it's going to be in a live Google Hangout. And if anybody wants to join, they're more than welcome to. I'm very interested to see where this goes, to see how Scott Casey Gale Esquire, if he actually admits it or not. But anyway, I just want to say, anything more you want to talk about? Oh, well, like, what will you be doing here in the MWS Revolution, Mr. Heyman? Let's just say, like I said, I'm going to continue scouting wrestlers here in the MWS Revolution, looking to start a stable. But there's many wrestlers here that I want to manage. So, yes, I will be here and MWS Revolution Impact this coming Thursday on a scouting mission. Looking for the next Paul Heyman guy. I'm going to be looking for somebody that has talent, somebody that is resistant, is somebody that's relevant, somebody that can back up their own word. Well, anyway, thank you for coming, Mr. Paul Heyman. It was an honor to have you. And my next guest is going to be the MWS Universal Champion, Scott Casey Gale Esquire. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you for the next show after this, in the next couple of minutes. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Gotta say, you're a really good interview. You did a good job. Thank you. Anyway, see you later. Waylon Smith is out for now.